everyone, and welcome to the official Action RPG live stream. My name is Aaron, owner and operator of the YouTube channel Action RPG, and it appears it is going to be a Saturday, Sunday, Last Epoch streams. Monday, Dragonkin, and then all Last Epoch. So that is the plan, I think. Woohoo! Oh yeah. How's everybody doing? What's new and exciting? Hope everyone has a great start to their weekend. I've already had a busy morning. Made dev stream, dev chat 205. That is the pinned video if you missed the Last Epoch dev stream. Those are all the important cliff notes from it. A ton of website work done this morning. The FAQs for Diablo 4 and Last Epoch has been added to all 74 builds. So we got all the FAQs done. Also, Last Epoch, we are starting, again, this is today. So like the fine tuning starts today, but we moved blessings into its own little section here to add in the new corrupted altars, which will be here, but now it's thrown off the spacing for regular idols, so we're fine-tuning it, but as of today, we're working on the new build section for Last Epoch with corrupted altars. So, poor tech. Not this stuff. This stuff wasn't tech. This is the engineering team that had to redesign the section, but yeah, but we got the FAQs in. So now you have the corruption range, you have the loot filter with the instructions for the loot filter, and the tier list, which all links out. So we get the frequently asked questions on corruption, loot filter, and tier list for all 44 builds for LE. And yeah, we did another audit of everything just to make sure everything is smooth and working. And then took notes for what we're going to do for Season 4. Including building all the 43 new banners. Yeah, all new banners with the updated, is it ready for Season 4? We've got the image for Shattered Omen. It's so much work. It's so much work. But we're getting through it. We are getting through it. How's everybody going? How's everybody doing today? Engineering team, I'm an engineer. I could work with you. A website engineer? Can you code? Aaron, you're selling me on Dragonkin. It looks like so much customization, but how is the end game? Well, keep in mind it's a $25 game. You're about to get 3 additional acts of the campaign, and you have 60 unique maps or hunts that are different maps with a different boss at the end. So 55 unique maps, 5 unique bosses, and then you've got the fully juicing system that comes with tributes, ancestors, and 16 different levels of difficulty. Almost like 16 different torment levels. It's way more than you think. It's way more than you think. You could argue that Dragonkin's current endgame is up there with the current competition. Dragonkin or Titan Quest 2? Well, oh, nice. Yeah. If you're comparing Dragonkin to Titan Quest 2 right now, I would say Dragonkin, because Dragonkin has a completed campaign. Well, as of Monday, it has a completed campaign. It has full multiplayer, and it's got a fully built out endgame. So, I mean, where Titan Quest 2 only has 3 acts of the campaign. It's you know, it's Dragonkin's much farther. Dragonkin for sure. Yeah. Hype week starts Monday. All right. Let's see who we got here this afternoon. First, VC Orange Plunder Ironforged current alt Marek Orange. Good afternoon. AYZ, what up? Devil Dog, Pixar, yo, what up? Hoofprint, good morning. Troll Blitz, Solo Cup, Andres, Shmee, Marek, Myers, Trent O, Battle Bunny. Good afternoon. Lazarus, yo, kicked it, yo, diarrhea trap, yo, best of the 60s. How's it going? Sai, what up? Well, if it isn't Aaron with a preview of the website changes. Why, Aaron, why are you starting the stream at 1? Well, we had to go through 73 FAQs. Had to break down the new corrupted idol section for Ellie. Had to go through 43 banners, including the new artwork for the banners. We did a full audit to make sure everything is working correctly. I don't know. Some people find that stuff interesting. Hardy, what up? CR, yo. Law Fairy, what up? Frey, yo. Wonder, yo. Gildy, Hype Week. Black, what up? I cannot wait for the subathon to see you wear cardboard wings. I didn't say I was wearing cardboard wings. Did I say that? Daily reminder to add to the something with hog skulls. It's on the list. I haven't made it yet.
Watch your profanity.
It's not that easy. Zeal, what up? Slip, sick. When is the LE new season? Is that the timer? The new season of Last Epoch starts in 284 hours, 40 minutes, and 15 seconds. Or March 26th, which is 12 days away. So what's this new Necro build you're thinking about doing? What?
No.
What an excellent question. I'm surprised you're here at all. What's up, Toxic? Isn't it your day off? Yeah, well, I missed all those days because I was in Lake Tahoe with my mom, and I'm about to leave for Las Vegas for 3 days. So my day off isn't a day off. It'll be a shorter stream. Today I plan on streaming about 4 hours, and then I'm going to take my 10-year-old to the movies tonight to see Hopper. I don't know, some animal movie. Oh, yes, you did, sir. I don't know about that. Cardboard wings confirmed. You guys, I just can't wear wings all day. My kid liked it. Yeah. It looks like a fun movie. I just told her, like, I'm leaving for Vegas and I'm starting a subathon, so we got to do some fun things together. It looks like a fun movie. That's right. Black Jam, what up? Okay. That's the news. Aaron, why didn't you say anything about the new shield throw conversion in the teaser video? Wait, did I skip a teaser? Did I somehow do that? You showed it but didn't talk about it. Yes? I don't know. I probably screwed up. I just woke up. I know that not everything's perfect. I showed it. Didn't I show it? I think it's in there. Yes. Yeah, I showed it. What, you think I missed? Do you think I forget stuff? I showed it. I mean, there were so many teasers, I had to kind of blitz through them quicker. Everybody knows that. We did?
In the beginning, there was darkness. Only Terra, myself, and the void.
Hey, Nick, thanks for the Prime sub.
I was content with nothing.
You show it on
She
teaser
dreamt
6,
of
but never
life.
talk about it. I don't know. I probably
life.
screwed up something.
Of you.
I knew I missed something. Okay. Question is, Aaron, what are you planning for the new Necromancer? This is a great question. Okay. An ad just started. I'll answer the question in a second.
These keepers will accept my aid. They would be fools to deny my power.
Talking about practice.
As he wishes to destroy us.
I know, I've been thinking about it. I enjoy the campaign so much. Maybe for season 4, we'll just skip the monolith and just keep making characters running through the campaign over and over again. It's kind of, I don't know what you guys kind of thought. Why are you starting over again? I don't know. I already forgot where to go. Okay, the ad is over. Aaron, what the hell are you planning? Well, Summon Skeleton has a node. The node is called Death Blossom. Now, Death Blossom has been in the game pretty much forever, and it's been forever terrible. Death Blossom casts Hungering Souls with an additional projectiles. Hungering Souls has an 8-second cooldown when cast by your Death Knights. Now, the reason why Death Blossom is terrible is it does not use your Hungering Souls skill tree. It uses a generic, terrible Hungering Souls. Well, come season 4, Death Blossom, they are moving the cooldown from 8 seconds to 6 seconds, and Death Blossom will use your Hungering Souls skill tree, which means it'll be just like Summon Bear and Earthquake, but now Skeleton Mage and Hungering Souls. It is a combination of the two skill trees, which flips this into a minion skill. So what we've been messing around with is Skeleton Mage using Hungering Souls as its main damage dealer to make a casting Death Knights thing. Bamster, what's up? I start fresh every season, usually same type. Hey, yo, did I miss something? You already started a new character yesterday. Well, you think I should just use that character? We're talking about practice here. You can put mortars in. Yeah, so the plan is 4 summon skeletons will take Battle Hardened, which brings, again, 8 seconds is moved to 6 seconds because of the update. This moves it to 3 seconds, and then through idols, you can get an additional 100%. So then that 3 seconds is moved to about 1.5 seconds. So every 1.5 seconds, your up to 7 skeleton mages are casting Hungering Souls and dropping necrotic mortars. That is the plan. I think I need to wait till patch notes to decide what I'm going to play. Yesterday's character that I was messing around with, yes, we beat the whole campaign, but I'm also playing with Circle of Fortune. So that character's spec'd into COF, and we don't, I don't want to cheat with extra loot drops. So I don't like showing off that type of gameplay on stream. Getting all the, just doesn't seem right, getting extra drops that other people's don't. What? Orange, what did I say? What now? What did I say?
Let me watch you fight.
Saturday. What's up, Cajun? In other words, he misses the bazaar. That's not what I said. Slider, what up? Brave, what's up? Hello.
Smoke.
Now, what sucks is I can't actually test this because obviously Death Blossom isn't working. But yesterday with practicing and going through the campaign, I think I will take it as my 4th skill. I was confused to see you start new. I thought you wanted to test this skill too, so I expected you to go on. Necro leveling is easy. Wait, you think I'm just gonna let the minions do the work? You think I'm not gonna... You think Aaron, I have another question. How can I put a build on your website? I'm planning to create a black Captain America build. Oh, because you're playing... I get it, because the Sentinel's black. I see what you did there. It's like a Falcon Captain America. Is that what we're doing? That's fine. And the answer is you cannot. So, wait, that doesn't sound nice. I mean, yeah, I'll yeah, go ahead and make it, and then I'll take a look, and then we'll get it looked at.
Well done. We're almost there. I'll see you ahead.
My wife says you can't put a build up on the website because then tech would have to do work, and what happened to the free tech movement? See? See, tech, wife's got your back. Don't you worry, sir. The same look you gave me for the manifest armor build. Guys, we can all point fingers to builds and stuff. Okay, I will make it and send you when it's tested. What you need to do is Bike owns it. All right. Fine. Bamster said, let's go test it. Bamster owns Sentinel or Paladin and Void Knight right now, so I'd have to go through him. It's too scary looking. Those psycho eyes. What were we playing yesterday? If we can get double fork chance through corrupted altars, then Void ST Smite still possible? Yes. I mean, it should be. You better be ready to wait for months. Oh, gosh. Does anybody still use this Weaver tree? Or is this kind of just, nobody really uses this anymore? I don't remember. You are banned from... I'm banned from using it. It's pretty weak, especially with COF. Most people don't use it. Interesting. You're also banned from the market. So let me see if I get this straight. I'm banned from the Weaver tree. I'm banned from COF. I'm banned from MG. So basically, I just can't play any factions. Is that kind of... Is that a good breakdown? See, Aaron doesn't like loot drops, only buying stuff from the market. What? You can do the Aberoth faction? That's it? Only the Aberoth faction. Okay, let's... Play anything you want in Core Punk. I see. People that say don't use COF, Weaver, and Idols are all trolls. Are they? You know what we should do? we should do something I normally don't do on stream. Make a build planner. That's fun. Wait, is that fun, guys? Now, I don't know why it defaulted to Primalist. I don't want to make a Beastmaster. Make a Necromancer. Play by the rules. I always play by the rules. You always do that. Make build planners? No, I don't. Guys, I'm not making a Beastmaster build. They both have minions. That is true. Okay. I am going to attempt to make a season starter for Necromancer. You know exactly why it defaults to Beastmaster. Oh, brother. Any tips for going from normal to empowered monos in the beginning of the season? I always have a hard time with anything other than Sentinel. Well, Sentinel's obviously, you know, one of the strongest classes in the game, but more than anything else, it's one of the tankiest classes in the game. I'm guessing, kind group, you're speedrunning the campaign and you're speedrunning regular monos. So by the time you get to empowered monos, day 1 or 2, you're under-leveled, under-geared, and only Sentinel you could kind of get through. So, take your time, work on your resistances, work on your health, have another survivability mechanic like ward or endurance, try and find some damage reduction. That's where it's at. Okay, got to start with the passive tree first. We're going to build the Necromancer. That's always fun. Passive tree done. Lich, nothing. Warlock, nothing. Necro. 3, 5, 3, 1, 5, 5, crit, 5. Man, it's too early. Skeletons might be good in this patch. Maybe. Maybe. What else do we want? I like it when I'm sitting here looking and I got all these extra points. We don't need the extra skeletons. This build will not use skellies. This build will not go into health regen. We're not going to need frenzy. Fire archers could be good with the new boots. Yeah, my new fire necro build should get a pretty solid boost. Should get a pretty solid boost. All right, take that. Shouldn't need mana regen. Well, all right, take that. Leaves us with 14. Don't need melee. Crit. Chill is fine. That's what we wanted. Bam. Leaves 1 point. Okay. Passive tree done. Skills for this build. Summon Skeleton Mage, duh. Hungering Souls, duh. Dreadshade, duh. Wraiths don't work. Abomination don't work. Sacrifice doesn't work. Rip Blood, Skeletons, no, maybe, no, maybe. Throw in Golems. 5th skill, I don't know. Okay, Skeleton Mages shoot Hungering Souls. Dreadshade buffs. Skeleton Mages shooting Hungering Souls. Golem for the tank. 5th skill, we could take a Traversal. Take Bone Curse. Double Shade. I don't think so. Zombie. Aura of Decay does not have a necrotic conversion, but it can be flipped to physical. Death Knights have a physical tag. Maybe Aura of Decay? All right, let's look at gear. Let's look at gear. Okay, this is what I was thinking. There's so many. So first off, Hungering Souls does have an item. It's this staff. Perseverance. Hungering Souls projectiles are fired in sequence and can hit all the same target, but deal 63% less damage multiplicative. So you have a crazy amount of projectiles, but all of them can hit the same target. So basically, do you want mass projectiles, kind of shotgun effect, or do you want nukes? Now, what I'm thinking is actually not taking this, which is insane for anything Hungering Souls, and instead taking an item never used in this game, Blight. Why? You get 2 extra skeleton mages. So this will give us 7 skeleton mages, 2 necrotic minion skills, and minion damage. So you would take Blight, and then you'd throw double T7 minion spell on it. Minion spell. Minion spell. And that way you could throw up an additional, good roll, 105, 110 base minion. Oh, this is a league starter. I was thinking you're going to do a leveling guide for season 4. No, I'm working on league starter. So passive tree, solid. Skills, solid. At least the first 4. And then we use the Blight staff to get 7 skeletal mages. Now, I feel like what people will mostly say is like, what you should do is take Skeleton Mage, turn it into a Death Knight, and have 1 big Death Knight, and then go double shade. I can't do that. I can't do a single minion. Oh, make me feel sick. Okay. Don't worry, Aaron. Still has many build guides to make for endgame. 40, 50, 30, 40, 50. Hopefully not that many. Moon, thanks for the follow. Thank you, thank you. Now for the helmet, it is natural to want to take Bone Clamor. It's got int on it. It's got necrotic resistance. It's got good armor, and it's going to give you ward. I don't think this is actually the helmet for this build. I think it's Seed, and I'll explain why. Hey guys, why am I not seeing many characters in online mode? Is it bugged? No. Look. I'm in online. Where the hell does it even say it? I'm in online mode. I only play in online. But if your question is, why do I not see people in seasonal and you see them in legacy? It's because it's the same game. So a lot of people think of live service games like Diablo and PoE, where you have to play the season to play the new stuff. Last Epoch is not like that. So Last Epoch Standard and Last Epoch Seasonal are identical games. Everything is core content. So every season you get to pick, do you want to continue your existing characters or do you want to start over? I don't know if that helps answer your question, but yeah, that could be why. Okay. Helmet. Now, body armor, you got some options here. It's off season, so it's kind of dead. Yeah. I don't know if people are playing offline though. I don't know how people are streaming. I have no characters in Legacy. Not season man. Not a season man? I don't understand. I can't wait to start the new season with the theme. What the hell is the theme? The theme is corruption. Everybody knows that. All right. For the body armor, you got some options. You have Mantle of the Pale Ox for the damage reduction. You could go low life with Ancestral Blood, or you could take this piece of crap, Aaron's Will. For now, we're going to take the piece of crap, Aaron's Will. Primordial, we're going to go T-Rex. Go little Rexy boy. T-Rex loves attributes, which means, very simply put, foot of the mountain. Gloves are a weird one. Our mages don't cast, and when you take them as Death Knights, they're not considered a spell. So that means Raven's Rise, the new Raven's Rise, you wouldn't get the +2 to minion skills, and the cast speed they are adding would not help. So in this situation, you go Julra's Obsession. You need Phantom Grips, Belt, Brewmaster's Buckle, because you need the endurance for your T-Rex, Amulet, Evolution's End would work. You could also go Death Rattle. You could also go Nihilus. So we'll just go Evolution's End. What do you mean that body armor's OP? Aaron was trolling. Mike wouldn't say if they're adding a better unique for Necromancer. Pretty sure they are. I don't know. Okay. So now on here, you want Mage. Increased Mage damage. Increased Skeleton Mage. And, this is going to make sense, increased mana. Aaron, why are you adding mana? Because we are a mana stacker. Mage. Where are you? Mana. Okay. Mana's up to 600. You. Health percent. Minion. I never make build planners live. Not very often. I want to show you guys what I'm thinking. Then you could tell me how dumb it is. Okay. Minion damage health, minion damage health, minion damage health percent, mana, skeleton mage damage, mana, skeleton mage damage. Minion mana. Mana's now at 757. Boots. Speed. Hybrid. Ooh. Keep our minions alive. We'll go hybrid. So that'll give the minions lightning res, cold res, void res, armor, health, and spell damage. We don't care about melee attack speed. We don't care about cast speed. Done, 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 done. Okay. Now, you need 3 idols. This is going to be weird with the new idol altars we are getting. But for now, I'm going to build it without them. So you'll take health and cooldown. You need 4 minion cooldowns. And cooldown. Cool down. And when you take these 4 idols, This will give you another realistically 80% minion cooldown. If you get it perfect, it'll be 92% minion cooldown. This is where you get the skeleton mages to basically, when they shoot, they'll shoot every 1.5 seconds. What is this, a Saturday stream? Yeah, it's a Saturday stream. It's about Soulfire and the Relic as an alternative. If you take Soulfire, you're going to transfer it into a fire skill. And I don't want my Hungering Souls to be fire right now. I'm a new player to the game. I really like the Witchfire mechanic. Is Witchfire viable in endgame? Oh, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, if you go to actionrpg.com, go to Last Epoch, click on Acolyte, click on Warlock. This is a brand new Witchfire build from the creator Cursed Boy. It's kind of like his bread and butter. And on here, this Witchfire build can push high corruption. So you've got the gear, you've got the ambitious gear, skill trees, passive trees, idols, blessing, and the video. So if you're looking for a Witchfire build, this is brand new. It's on actionrpg.com. There goes Aaron fishing for compliments again. It's not a meta-defining build. Okay. This is where we're at right now. Wait, let me look at it again. This is 4,800 life, 757. Oh, we don't have you. Oh, this we want. Skeleton Mage level. I think it's on here. Yep, level of Skeleton Mage. Can you get mana? You can get mana. Mana's up to 900. Health. Okay. That's not bad. Now, why am I stacking mana? Why am I stacking mana? Well, in looking at this, Hungering Souls has this node. Souls deal additional spell damage based on your maximum mana, but fewer souls are created. So this is a mana stacking. They really like a lot of mana. On the flip side, again, remember these skill trees will be combined. Skeleton Mage has this node. Forbidden. Skeleton Mage deals more damage based on your maximum mana. So when you combined Forbidden with Forbidden, double Forbidden, you're having a double mana stacking effect because, again, the multiplicative damage and base damage for this are added together. So my idea for this is 7 mages, mana stacking, Hungering Souls boosted by Dreadshade. It's kind of greedy. Double Forbidden all across the sky. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So again, right now we're at 900. Resistances aren't good. Let's go here. We'll add more health. And we can do health and fire res. Let's just round this out. Fire res almost maxed. These two will both need to be physical. Oh, and we didn't do, hold on. We also didn't do the blessings. The blessing. Health. All res. Oh yeah, there it is. Minion damage. Armor. I think it's armor. Yep. Armor. Mana. We like mana stacking. There, mana's now at 1,000. It's at 1,000. Go here. Now we're cooking with the grease. Whatever that means. Okay. Physical. Let's get physical. Why am I building this? I'm getting excited. Like, I want to play it. Okay, resistance is maxed. Endurance threshold look awesome. Over 5,000 life, over 1,000 mana, and this will give us survivability for taking damage from mana instead of health. Then you can come in here. You could go double mana. Bam. And bam. Okay, so now idols and blessings done. 1,047 mana, 5,400 life, resistances maxed, 2,000 armor, maxed endurance, almost 2,000 endurance threshold. We will have to figure out critical strike avoidance. Okay, other than crit avoidance, that's feeling pretty good. It's feeling pretty good. Okay, so now we go to skills. 36 to mage. I like 36 to mage. 36. My wife requests you sing the full song. No. Aaron, you can't have fun in an ARPG. Everyone knows that. Aaron's excited means it's a good stream. Bam, sir, I don't know what I'm doing. Don't clip that. All right. I need one more point. Boom, boom. Okay. I hate having fun. Everybody knows that. There's the skeleton mage tree. We're taking the base spell damage. We're taking Necrotic Mortar. Necrotic Mortar will be perfect with Necrotic Hungering Souls, so those synergize perfectly. This will have, come season 4, a 3-second cooldown, which will be brought back to about a 1.8 second cooldown. So the Mortar and Hungering Souls will be shooting every 1.8 seconds. Crit chance, multiplier, extra mage, attack speed, multiplicative damage based on mana, and then we're using it as our movement skill. Veteran, what's up? Aaron's getting me in trouble at home now. What? Hungering Souls. This is where it gets hard. This is where I'm struggling a little bit. I can't decide if I want to go single projectile nukes or multiple projectiles. I've never seen anybody actually take single projectile. Most people use like tons of Hungering Souls. So for sure we want multiplicative damage. For sure we want more multiplicative damage per minions. So we want that. That leaves 14 points. If you go nukes, you take bam, 100% multiplicative. Bam, 100% multiplicative. You come down here, 15% base crit, 60% crit multiplier, and then you take the base. So you take it like that. And by going the singular, you get 200 multiplicative and 60% critical strike. No, I didn't listen to it yet, bro. I'll listen to it tonight. You could add it. All right. Is there a casting? Then I guess cast speed. You don't need any cast speed. So that's what's so weird about this build is that your skeleton mages, you don't give a crap about their attack speed or their cast speed. It's meaningless. It's basically meaningless because you're using a minion ability. So what you care about is minion cooldown. Minion cooldown. Hi, Luz. Multiple? You think go multiple? That's what I got to test. The thing is, if you go multiple projectiles, then you have to flip the weapon. There's no way you go multiple projectiles without taking this. Wait, so what would you put on the gloves then? I know, I've already thought about this so much. I put in hybrid health. So basically, you're giving your minions triple resistance, armor, base spell, and life. But technically, these gloves aren't needed. And Raven's Rise doesn't give it... I don't think it does. Let me just double check that. I don't think you get the 2 to skills from Raven's Rise when you take Death Knights. I could be wrong. Let's see. Oh, yeah, you do get 2 to skills. Oh, it's because when you take Hungering Souls, or maybe Mortar, it turns it into a spell. Yeah, that's probably better. So then you take Raven's Rise, and you get an extra 2 to skills. It's going to go there. And then we'll give them added leech. Okay. That is good. Dreadshade. Oh, Dreadshade. We want more base area, attack speed, multiplicative damage, bigger area, more effect. We don't want we want more crit chance. Take damned. Yeah, we'll just take the damn chance. Golem 32. Bam. 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 Thinking we'll take hunger for a little added sustain for from our golems. No. No. And we're stacking spell. So just go that way. Oh, no. You want the chill chance. Okay. Golem's good. Which leaves the 5th skill. Okay, so let me break down if you're just joining. Everybody, right now I'm going through what I am thinking for my season start, literally building this from scratch. Building this from scratch. I guess we wouldn't. No, that's fine. Just for the sake of having it on there. I'm talking about practice. What's up, Aaron Acolyte, right? What's up, Andrew? Yes. Luz, how are you doing? Hello. Hey, Aaron's thinking. We're talking about practice? Yeah, we're talking about practice. So, void resistance. Oh, it's because we flipped the gloves. Flip the damn gloves. All right. I need to go outside. Brow, thank you for the 115 stream streak. Now, the reason why I took Aaron's will is we're a Necromancer, so it will give us an extra golem without taking it in the passive tree. So we would have 2 full-size golems with maximum threat, 7 mages, so that and a T-Rex. So that puts us at 10 total minions for the build. The question is, what is our final skill? What is our final skill? We got 1,000 mana. We got 5,300 life. When it comes to minion stats, we're 1,100 to increase necrotic. Critical strike 44,235, which is actually much higher based upon the base crit from the mage tree and the skeleton and the hungering souls. Yeah, we're necrotic. But see, again, this is the kind of stuff I need to test. When you take Death Knights, it puts physical tag on the minion. And with the physical tag, Aura of Decay has a physical conversion. has a physical conversion, but the Hungering Souls are necrotic. So again, I don't know if the minion is physical and the minion is shooting the Hungering Souls. How does that work if the Hungering Souls are necrotic, but the minion is physical? It might still work. I don't know. Dragonkin reviews are looking much better now. They are. OMG. Okay. Yeah. Wandering Spirits. I don't need a battery, so I don't care about mana. I don't think, and Wandering Spirits doesn't carry the minion tag, so I don't think that's good. We can't have skeletons because I'm eating the skeletons for a second golem. We don't need transplant because we have movement skill, which leaves Bone Curse. So Bone Curse is a possibility. Wraiths don't have a spellcaster that's necrotic. They have poison, melee, physical, and fire. So Wraiths are out. Abomination's out. Not Meteor. That's going pretty deep down the rabbit hole of conversions. I know it is. Skill will still only scale on what it does. Doesn't matter if the minion that casts it is physical or elemental or whatnot. Okay, hold on a second. Bamster. My minion is physical necrotic. They shoot necrotic Hungering Souls, which is a combination of both skill trees. Aura of Decay is converted to physical, and my mages are standing in that physical, getting a 70% multiplicative buff. Does that buff apply to the Hungering Souls they are shooting? Does that make sense? Hey, Aaron, I love your work. Thank you, Mr. Flame. Thank you, thank you. No, it does not work. You could take the points out of Skeleton Mage and take Transplant. I've thought of that. That would save us 4 points. And honestly, we could give them Critical Strike Avoidance if we wanted. There's not like... I don't think it would. I would suggest Chaos Bolts for mana stack buff on mages. Chaos Bolts. Chaos Bolt's projectiles have a chance to consume additional mana, causing it to deal more damage. Chaos Bolts... Wait. Chaos Bolts hitting one of your volatile zombies cause it to explode. Whenever mana is consumed by Mana Anarchy node, your minions gain additional spell damage based on the maximum mana, and they also gain increased cast speed. This buff is 13 seconds. That's pretty interesting. Okay, if I really had 1,000 mana, so if I had 1,000 mana, it's 5 for every 1,000. So it'd add 50 base. So Chaos Bolts would add 50 base damage to my 8 mages. 7 mages. 50 base sounds all right. You guys ready for Aaron to build out this planner only for us to get the patch notes and he ends up going Beastmaster? I'm not playing Beastmaster. Wait, was I yelling? Okay. 50 base spell is definitely not bad. That is definitely... We all know Aaron's going to play Beastmaster. No, I'm not. Okay, Chaos Bolts. What about zombies? Zombies would be 32 to zombie. We could make it necrotic. So their spell and their necrotic, so they scale perfectly. They would get the buff from Dreadshade's big area. Gives us kill threshold. We could go big zombies. We can give them Armor shred. Ward on death. Stun chance. Make zombies a spam ability. Wonder how much damage 6 zombies would be. Oh, I made it necrotic. They get an extra 2 points. Dude, I had another idea. So, think alike. I was also thinking about this. So, you know how skeleton mages are getting Hungering Souls is now using the skill tree? What if the patch notes hit and we figure out that zombies can now trigger sacrifice and use the sacrifice skill tree? Maybe they already do. They already do? If we use it that way, we can make blood mages. It's going to be a fun season. I know it is. I like zombies. I've always liked zombies. Most people hate zombies. They're like, oh, we just use zombies. They're like, they don't actually do anything. Take explosion radius. We could make them jump because they're so damn slow. Okay, if you take... Somebody answer this. If you take leaping zombies and vomit, do they leap to the target and then start vomiting? Or do they vomit and then leap? How the hell? They leap and then vomit? I believe they leap then vomit. That would make more sense. Yes, it would. But it delays their explosion. Well, I want them to vomit because it's going to shred armor. You can actually get a lot of armor shred stacks from your zombies. You're right. Maybe I don't... Want leaping zombies. Is Aaron a necrotic zombie? Yes. I've also learned that this node can be actually pretty, like if you're talking about sustain, if your zombies are fearing enemies, especially if you're shooting them, if the enemies are feared, they're not attacking you. All right, whatever. We'll leave it like that. Okay. That's where I'm at. Technically, we would have 15 minions out at a time. It'd actually be nice if I could get... What the hell is it? We'll have vanguards too. We can make 3 vanguards. So we'll have 18 minions. And those 18 minions also boost the Hungering Souls right here by 6% per minion. Now again, this is shooting nukes. So we'll have 7 mages with Dreadshade buffing them. And the 7 mages will have a cooldown of about 1.8 seconds shooting the Hungering Souls. The gear is not crazy. The gear is not crazy. That's 5,300 life, 1,000 mana. Yeah, that's totally doable. It's totally doable. When is season 4? Season 4 launches in 283 hours, 46 minutes, and 50 seconds. Or March 26th. No leap, it's terrible. All right. He will be 50 days into the subathon. Subathon's going to be 7 to 9 days. All right. Does anybody look at this and be like, Aaron, you're crazy? I've thought about, again, dumping Aaron's will. It just gives a free extra golem. You could use Wall of Nothing. You could use Low Life with Astral Blood. Or you could, of course, use Paleox. Trying to get away from Paleox on Necromancer. It's for strength and strength minions. I know the damage reduction is so damn good. I just like Paleox like always. No, I don't want to use Paleox. All right, now I'm getting fired up. Why won't you have the T-Rex skull? I have it right now. Yeah, I got T-Rex skull. Frenzies, all the minions, extra minion, all the multipliers from the points and endurance. Yeah, you're playing LE. Aaron is beyond the pale. That's right. Yeah, this is where I'm at. Undecided, though, on the final skill if I want zombies or chaos bolts. Yep. These 4 I'm pretty locked in on. Pretty locked in on those 4. I think this would be awesome. I don't know. Here, Bamster, I know you like looking at this crap. I'll send you the planner. And you could tell me why it sucks. Just lie to me if you have to. All right. There. Now it's saved and good. Logged out. It sucks. It doesn't use Paleox. I'm stoked for the new LE Season 2. It's too much at once. You gotta buckle up, Buttercup. I never said it sucks. I'll take a look. He's already saying it sucks. That's what I gotta listen to. I love the LE community here. You guys are great fun. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like it. We are close to hitting 70% positive on Dragonkin. Last I saw, we're at 69. 69, dude. If no Aaron's will, then I could get golems. You can get twin golems. Yeah. So Aaron's will is going to make it, at least in that planner, it'll give you 2 full-size golems. So 2 full-size golems. If you want 3 full-size golems, you could technically do that. You just got to use hollow fingers as the rings. And then in the passive tree, you need to get this node and this node. Totally possible if you want 3. But you got to give up the phantom grips. And what makes phantom grip so great for this is the minion crit, the minion level, but it has mana %. So since we're mana stacking, they're like the perfect ring. Where's Nash at? Nash is like, you always use phantom grips. That's true. I really like those rings. I really like those rings. I don't use them that often. Once in a while I'll throw on a phantom grip, but not all the time. You know you want to use your favorite red ring. No red rings. No, I wanted to say if you don't use Aaron's will, can I use twin wraiths instead of twin golems? So here's the thing. Wraiths are melee. So the whole build is focused around spells. So your whole build is focused around buffing hungering souls. So if you took twinned wraiths, you could turn them into fire shooters, but obviously you know, then you need to give up idle slots, and they can't shoot necrotic. You can make them shoot poison, though. They just don't synergize well. Having 2 golems generating 60% threat each, giving your mages armor and movement speed, it just in my mind that makes a lot more sense as far as meat shields. Those twin golems give you a lot of survivability. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. But yes, yeah, it's not like a staple part. If you prefer wraiths, you could do that over golems. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, trust me, if the wraiths had a shooting necrotic projectile, oh yeah, they would for sure be in the build. For sure. I heard that Pale Ox gives a lot of survivability too. That's very funny. That's funny. And true. Yes, it does. What's the max number of minions you could have? You could have a pretty high amount of minions because you've got temporary wraiths, temporary zombies. Yeah, you can have quite a bit. I don't know. Like, maintaining them realistically is different than how many you could have. Ice cream minions were 50. Yeah, we had over 50. I feel like that build is pretty solid. It's actually not super easy to gear because it's pretty specific. But with the right faction and prophecies selected, I think we could target farm the stuff pretty easily from a Necromancer perspective. COF, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Aaron usually has around 100 to 500 minions during the stream. I see what you did there. Prophecies? Well, yeah. Everybody knows, you know, the only way to play is COF, right? Kicked it? What? You know what I mean, right? Oh, sure. The only item I would say that would be harder for if you win COF is the staff getting nice rolls. I need 2 to mages and 2 to necrotic. That's all I need. Those 2 stats. Everything else I don't give a crap. Shouldn't be too bad. You're right. Maybe I should try Merchant's Guild first just to get my season starter up and running. You know, that's actually pretty good advice. It's pretty good advice. Oh, brother. What? What did I say? What? Here we go. Guys, come on. Could Spirit Plague be a good 5th skill? Not really. It's not going to hold the minion tag. Not a dot build. It's actually a crit build. Has anybody ever made a Hungering Souls crit build in the history of Last Epoch? Who's advising him? If you do, we deserve this song. Oh, come on. Inversion 0.4, perhaps. As soon as we're done with this, whether it fails or not, we're going to flip the Necromancer into Fire Necro. So we're going to go through my main Necromancer builds. Golemmancer, Fire Necro, Wraith Lord, and Poison Rogues. And then, of course, the new one, which is Hungering Souls. So we have 5 Necro builds to test. As soon as we're done with Necromancer, our second class will be Rogue, and we'll test out the new skills. I know everybody will be playing Rogue at the beginning, and that's fine. We're going to go Rogue second. Killa, what up? Oh, Rogue. Yeah. We'll go Rogue second. Go Rogue second. I'm planning on building something with totems to start. How interesting. I almost put it in the dev chat video, but I was like, this video is already going to be too long. If you guys haven't seen the new video, it's pinned at the top. What was I going to say? Oh, somebody asked Mike on Friday, will we ever be able to have more than one storm totem? And he's like, maybe. And we're like, wait, what? So Mike said on Friday, what do you mean more than one storm totem? I was like, Bamster, did you hear that? Bamster wasn't here, though. Like, oh, I didn't even know that. Well, so again, every time Mike does that, I guess he's alluding to skill sigils. Because every time it's like in the future that might be possible, he's always talking about skill sigils. More than one storm totem. Look at, now he's all lit. Now he's all awake. Also, I do feel like Mike accidentally revealed that Season 5 will come with the final Paladin skill and the final Shaman skill. I put that in like the 95% accuracy column. Shaman gets 5th skill, Season 5. I feel very confident about this. How are you doing, Arch? What up? I'm doing good. Happy Saturday, everyone. Yeah, that has me excited. Shaman's maybe going to get a bit of love. It does. The last chapters of the campaign come with LEO, Last Epoch Orbis expansion. It was an accident. So if you guys don't know, during yesterday's dev stream, somebody asked Mike the question, what do we get first? The 5th Shaman skill or the Paradox classes? And he mistakenly said, didn't we already show you that on the roadmap? Which one comes first? And in this community, we're like, no, I have the whole damn roadmap memorized. It does not mention Shaman one time. He's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure we already told you the order there. And then, you know, he turns on his next screen and he's looking up the roadmap and he's like, oh, we didn't tell you when the Shaman skill is coming. He goes, well, I think I indirectly just leaked it. Like, what else could that mean? We know Paradox classes are coming in Last Epoch Orbis, and we know we're not getting the 5th Shaman skill for Season 4, which only leaves Season 5. Mike also said semi-recently that they have finally decided on what the 5th Shaman skill is going to be, and they're working on it. So just, there's too many things that look like Shaman's getting its 5th skill. I love Totem Shaman. Do we have a price for LEO? It's free. So Last Epoch, 11th Hour Games has already come out and said if you already own Last Epoch, the expansion is free. They don't want to split up the player base. Kind of like, you know, Diablo. Do you have Vessels of Hatred? Do you have this? They don't want to go that route. So the expansion's free for everybody. No cost. It would make sense that more DTOS, the new boss, looks like a shaman. It does. Then are the Paradox classes paid? Yeah. Yes, correct. So the idea is kind of like, what would you rather have? You buy Vessels of Hatred, and it comes with the Spiritborn, or Vessels of Hatred comes for free, and if you want to buy the Spiritborn, you can. Which model is better? Some people, believe it or not, most people think the Diablo model is better, but yeah. I think they did it correctly. well, of course, but they get dragged for it pretty bad. One way is universally accepted, the other way is not accepted. So if last Epoch said, hey guys, expansion's free, but you got to pay for classes, it is instantaneous, pay to win, filthy, gotcha, bad mechanic. If they said, hey, we're releasing our first expansion, it's going to come with 2 acts of the campaign, new endgame, new balance, new uniques, skill sigils. It's going to come with brand new classes that'll revolutionize the way you play, you know, for the low cost of $30. I'm so excited. Instantly accepted. One way good, the other way bad. It's just the way it is. Yeah, I don't care about the Spiritborn. I would have loved that. Yeah. Aaron, what the hell are you playing? I don't know, I just logged into Golemmancer because everyone's like, don't level another character. That's boring. I think most of the community prefers the LE model. I don't think so. I mean, I love that you said that, but I don't think so. At least not what I've read. Paid classes, go to hell. Paid expansion that includes a class, shut up and take my money. Exactly right. Exactly right. This as in your community. Yeah, yeah. There are people throwing temper tantrums about the $25 Warlock DLC for D2R, so yeah, I mean, I don't know. It still sold millions of copies. And it was so successful that now they're talking about another act and another expansion. Golemmancer, you logged into a build that uses your own personal body armor? It's not, I'm not, it doesn't, it's not my, I'm not, well, yes. I mean, that is a way to look at it. It's Bunny, don't give me that look. Dude, if you guys, this is the new Golemmancer. This is Golemmancer V13, version 13, which sucks because now I can't make the V12 joke like it has a Ferrari engine. This is Golemmancer V13. This is the new one I've been working on. You want to see? Golemmancer V13. Text like, is it true you made another Golemmancer? I was like, well, it's, you know, it's not exactly new. It's just another version. He goes, how is it even humanly possible? There's another way to play Golemmancer. And I was like, well, I mean, you know, there's always things you could change on it. This is also no hands. So there's also no, this is a no, there's no button you have to hit. How many versions are there for this season? 4 or 5? Only one. Only one. Sounds about right for an Aaron build. Well, I'm always tweaking and fine-tuning it. Yeah, this is Golemmancer B13. I want to try reviving old builds, like Pop Skelly, using the new Skelly revive and set affix for 100%. Yeah, you could do that. Is this near perfect gear? I mean, I don't know what you like. This is a 1 LP. This is a 2 LP. T7, T5 is terrible. This is 1 LP, not right. This is 3 LP, this is okay. 3 LP, this is okay. Exalted Belt. 2 LP, Aaron's Will. 2 LP, Bone Clamor. 2 LP, Death Rap. This gear sucks! It's horrible! I'm looking at it, it's like, yeah, it's horrible. I could reasonably get here. Oh, hell yeah. So if you're playing Merchant's Guild, you can remake this build in like not a lot. Not a lot. Aaron, stop yelling. I'm sorry. I'd rather pay for classes for Last Epoch over quality of life in Diablo 2. For crying out loud, Blizzard is a joke. D4 even locked mercs and runes behind a DLC. I try to have this conversation all the time. Like, I really try to be patient and do my best to explain. And it always comes across as like, you know, you're a defender. You can't be objective. Because if you actually look, and this could be a mistake too, if you look at 11th Hour Games, the studio, they thought this was a slam dunk, right? Okay, everybody dragged us through the mud for having a paid expansion. Let's do right by the community. And we're going to give everyone the expansion for free. Like, let's do right by the people that have supported us over the years. And we'll give everyone the expansion. That doesn't split up the player base. We don't have to have standard expansion, standard non-expansion, season expansion, season non-expansion. Everybody has the same version. And then if they like the content, if they want to support us, we'll have a paid class. Right? And they put it out there. And just, I mean, if you could digitally like kick someone into the Grand Canyon, they got absolutely every review website, everyone officially sold out, pay to win coming to Last Epoch, the worst decision in the history, like just eviscerated. I know. Just crushed. Just crushed. Crushed. How to get Aaron riled up. Talk about the LE acquisition. No. Yeah, I don't even, my wife just next to Aaron doesn't even care. Those people will buy the D4 expansions just to run Helltides and Pits. I know, and it makes me feel a little sick that as we get closer to LEO, the Last Epoch Orbis expansion, you just know all of that stuff is going to come right back up. Like the second they actually start promoting Paradox classes, it's going to be front and center all over again. What's up, Aaron? MPK, what up, brother? It was also a way that they could keep their promise of not making people pay for the expansions while opening a potential avenue for additional revenue. Correct. Correct. What's up, Naked? How you doing, brother? I love minions. Me too. Me too. Meh, it's been a rough day. What's going on? Last Epoch is a great game, but it looks like early access. When you say it looks like early access, I do hear this very often. Are you talking about like the visuals? Like the visuals? Yesterday, I raided... Was it yesterday or the day before? I don't remember. I raided Dat Mods. And we were talking about Last Epoch. And first thing people said is like, just the Last Epoch visuals just aren't up to the visual standard in the genre. Like one of the first things people said when me and Dat Mods were talking. I still always like am a little surprised by that. Just because I play all these games. Compared to Ellie to Bloodborne. Oh, it's Sam. Sorry. I was like, who's... I had to take a second. That's so interesting to me. I think it looks pretty good. I think it looks pretty good too. Ellie looks better than most ARPGs. Normally when I hear those comments, I think that it's... that they're directly comparing it to PoE 2. So it's what they're really saying is that Last Epoch doesn't stand up to PoE 2. That's my take. Is they're going straight to the top and comparing it to that game. It for sure holds up to PoE 1. For sure. I know PoE 1's an older game, but it does. That is good deductive reasoning. Yeah. Not visually. Some vendors don't speak. Story is short. NPCs not speak. I see what you're saying. So it's actually, I don't disagree with you. There is some stuff in here that is old as hell. Autobot was talking about the fight between Rye and Herot, the ice horse. That has been in the game for like 7 years. It's so old. It is so, that campaign cinematic when the horse gets blown away. I guess not really a cinematic, in-game cutscene. Last Epoch 2 will be good. PoE 2 is pretty awesome looking. Hell yeah, PoE 2 is pretty awesome looking. It's a moose god, sir. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that could use a touch-up. What corruption am I? Oh, 733. Like, what am I playing? I am not paying attention. You are dead. Yeah, I mean, for sure they can use some polishing. I'd rather have a game be fun than have a quadruple A game. Well, I mean, it is funny because if you made like a T-chart, I don't know if anyone's ever taken an accounting class before. It's like positives, negatives when you're weighing things. There's a lot of stuff in Last Epoch that PoE doesn't have, just objectively speaking. But obviously there's tons of stuff in PoE that does much better than Last Epoch. For sure. By the way, I hated T-charts in accounting classing. That wasn't very fun. Competing with the looks of PoE 2, though, is futile, honestly. And who cares if it looks better than another game? Could just look good, period. Stylize something better than realistic. Do people hate on Borderlands or Zelda Wind Waker for not being real enough? They look great. Yeah, it's true. I didn't care for them either. T-charts, I know. If they could improve the end game progression curve, I think the game would take off. Of my top 4 games, D4, PoE 2, Ellie, and Wicked, Ellie is my least visually appealing, but it still looks great to me. That's the fundamentals, even though you don't really need those T-charts. Now I started talking about T-charts. T-charts. Still to this day. still to this day, it is almost never when someone joins the stream and starts talking about Path of Exile, which I have nothing but respect for. They never use the word fun. Almost never. They never say PoE's more fun than Last Epoch. It's always like the visuals or the end game or something like that. They never talk about which game's more fun, which always makes me laugh. And that's always my follow-up question. Yeah, but is it more fun? Like, oh, it's harder and it's more challenge and, you know. Yeah, but are you having fun? Or is that not, can you not, is that not in the equation? Got a jet. Have a good one. Chad and Aaron Odin, have a good one. Last Epoch is more fun. It's easier to understand. Last Epoch's a blast. Wind Waker was awesome. What's fun? Can you explain this word? You got the right mindset, Aaron. Thank you. When I played PoE 2, I just didn't feel rewarding. COF is the best loot system in any ARPG. And Season 5, which they're saying we won't have to wait long for, will the faction system's getting an overhaul. I truly mean it. I do not know what that means, but they have said multiple times, faction overhaul, Season 5. It's going to be quick, Season 5. Naked, I won't even have to start another subathon because we'll just go this one into the next one. I was joking. Don't clip that. I was just joking. Finally, he's accepting it, huh? No. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, 729 days till the next season. Oh, brother. They said we won't have to wait long for Season 5. So, senior developer, co-founder of VHG, Mike, said that Season 4 going into Season 5 should feel like a regular time frame, which we have concluded it's about 4 to 5 months. They want it to be 3 to 4, so I'm guessing when he says that, he says 4 months. But he said Season 4 to Season 5 should feel regular, but Season 5 to Orvis expansion is that's I mean, I appreciate his honesty. He's like, well, you know, going to console is don't say it's gonna be long. He just said he can't comment on the wait between Season 5 and console launch, the expansion. So 120-day subathon, no. Yeah, Mike just said Season 4 was going to be a normal time. Correct. Autobot, good afternoon. I'm still playing PoE Mirage and having lots of fun. Nice. Have you done a tier list for the most fun builds in LE? No. We do have a tier list on actionrpg.com. We're not updating the tier list until the patch notes drop. I play LE because I like the mechanics, the crafting system, the exact amount of complexity. Yep, I hear that a lot. PoE 2 is a weird game. Bosses are hard and frustrating. The bosses, I like the bosses in PoE 2. I think they've done a good job. I can't exactly explain, this is Iron Forged, why, but I have the most fun in D4 for the first week of a new season. But my fun lasts longer in a new LE season. I see. So off the bat, D4 feels good. Probably because of adventure mode. You probably hate campaigns. I can't wrap my head around PoE 2 being fun. I've given it a few good tries, but it's just not for me. Yeah, I mean, not every game's for everyone. Talking about Ellie's graphics is like asking, how does your coffee look? Who cares if it's not on the point? The point is coffee is life. So Last Epoch is life. There's so much chat here. I can't catch up. EHG needs to revert the memory / cache echo nerfs so they won't have a radius and affect the whole timeline again. I don't even know what you're talking about. Yes, Fuzzy, for sure. They need to revert the memory nerfs. Yes, I agree. Please don't say it's going to be long. I hope it's not. Subathon's only going to be 2 weeks, right? I said 7 to 9 days. 7 to, not 7 to 9. 7 range to 9. So 7, 8, or 9 is what I said. I wonder where Aaron would sit on the ARPG streamer list. Oh, super far down. I'm like a drop in the ocean. Want Fangs of Astercon? Endgame in D4 is not dynamic. Bro, I love your builds. No lie, I started this game because of you. I'm glad you're having fun. Thank you for that comment. I appreciate it. I like Ellie's campaign. 7 to 9 months. No. Where does Aaron sit on this Dragonkin streamer list? S+. Dragonkin streamer list, I'm S+, I think. I'm good. Let's make a new game. Last Path of Grim Diablo. So if I'm being honest, which I am, and I'm very biased, if I was making a new ARPG, I would borrow from all of the ARPGs out there, but I think I'd borrow the most from Last Epoch. I think I'd borrow the most from LE. I would take some Wicked for sure. I would directly steal the loot filter, the crafting system, and the stash tabs from LE. Damn it. And meet those three. And that's not even there's no one that does it better. Instantly, those three. Wait, Aaron's making a secret ARPG. This faction system's probably worth stealing too. Okay, hold on a second. What did I just say? Loot filter, crafting, stash, and factions. All right, loot filter, crafting, stash, and factions. If we're only talking about those 4 systems in an ARPG, what game currently, in your opinion, does it better? I'd love to hear this. I don't think you could say PoE with stash tabs because you have to pay for them. I don't think you could argue PoE 1's crafting, but I think if you were making a universal game, the majority of players would prefer Last Epochs based upon the level of complexity.
Everything you're doing is bad. I want you to know this.
Grim Dawn? Okay, hold on. We're not talking about skill system yet. We're talking about specifically those 4. Ellie is top dogging crafting. Biggest reason it's my ARPG of choice. No, you can't. PoE 1's crafting is tedious and 90% RNG unless you go to a third-party site. You know, Grim Dawn has paid classes, technically. Grim Dawn does have paid classes. That's not technically. That's for sure. Yeah, they're... for sure. That's tough. I'd actually say it's a toss-up between D4 and LE for me. Wait, on what? Snag mercenaries from D2 or D4? Snag mercenaries? Crafting? Yeah, in those 4 isolated categories, I would rank Last Epoch number 1. Okay. Okay. Ellie is king of stash tabs for sure. Yeah, they're pretty good. Yeah, they're pretty good. Especially since they're full auto sort. They're pretty good. And Last Epoch has hybrid controller support. Yep. No, let's just go to the other one it's okay. You're building an ARPG and you get to pick the visual aesthetic. You have kind of the realism of Titan Quest 2. You have the, you know, cartoony look of maybe like a Hades or a Torchlight. You have the realism of Path of Exile, D4. What do you pick from a visual perspective? Titan's Quest 2, hands down. Oh, No Rest for the Wicked. Bro, the visuals of No Rest. D4. Unironically looks good. Dude, Wicked. Somebody said Wicked, West. Wicked is king in visuals. Lost Ark. Lost Ark looks good. Yep. I've heard PoE 2, Lost Ark, Wicked, D4, Titan Quest 2. Can't get behind Wicked. I do like the art style. So we're only talking about art style right now. So if you were building an ARPG and you had access to any engine art style, what are you picking? Not a big graphics guy, but probably Wicked because it's different from the rest of the pack. True. Warframe. Marvel Heroes. Elden Ring for sure. Isometric Elden Ring. Isn't that PoE 2? Kind of want an ARPG that looks like Valheim. Honestly, I love minion builds. So having so many choices can do it the best than Last Epoch. Okay, there's a lot. There's an isometric Elden Ring is Wicked. So, I mean, I will say it is rare I hear somebody that says they're not a fan of the Wicked aesthetic. Pretty rare. Riper, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Depends on the play style. If I'm going slower like in Wicked, then yes. If I'm going faster, Ellie or D4. I'm not a fan of the stick legs. Well, I mean, obviously you could change the character models. We're talking about really the overall visuals. You know, more the engine. The engine. If I can get a good ARPG or RPG based on any anime I was a fan of, I would be in heaven. Wicked's aesthetic is an acquired taste. Certainly not for everyone. Yeah, the paintbrush look. I guess if you were looking at it from strictly a business standpoint, right? What graphical engine caters to the most people? I think it'd be hard to argue that it's not PoE 2, right? I think that's pretty fair. I can't even see the guy. All right, he's dead. What about build diversity? Well, I'm trying to go one category at a time. We could talk about that next. The correct answer is all styles at once. Dude, could you imagine an ARPG that was like D2R when it launches? You push a button and you're wicked visuals. You push another button, you're PoE2. You push another button, it looks like Hades. And you could pick your aesthetic. All right, we're going to add that to my ARPG. Okay, that's in there. We'll have 5 different options. It's probably not that hard to make. That's a good idea. That sounds expensive. No, it's fine. It's fine. I think. Okay. All right, we have talked about the loot filter, crafting, stash tab, factions, and visuals. The next category, if you were making an ARPG, what current game out would you build it off of? Build diversity and itemization. Build diversity and itemization. PoE, Grim Dawn, Last Epoch, but they have to still work on many builds and skills. Another Saturday stream, I love it. What's up, sir? Ellie Dragonkin. Ooh, I like somebody said Dragonkin. Hexagon system. Ellie for loot and build diversity. But if PoE 1 made it much easier than PoE 1 for build diversity, Ellie or Grim Dawn, build diversity, you could count skill trees, passive trees, itemization. Grim Dawn and Ellie are probably tied. There's so many builds in Ellie that no one is even aware of. Thanks to, if it's not a video, it doesn't exist. I know, I hate that too. Smive, every time I'm playing Lightning Retaliation Wolves at 1500 corruption, someone will be like, where's this build? I don't see it on max roll. I was like, I know. That doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It's like one of my favorite builds in the game. It's funny. Hey, Fuzzy, if you went off Last Epoch's definition, which means a successful functional build can beat the campaign, beat regular monoliths, and push empowered monoliths for 3 to 500 corruption with an Aberoth kill. That is technically the 11th Hour Games definition of a successful build. How many different builds do you think you could make that would accomplish that? I bet you it's 3. I bet you it's triple digits. Probably more than that. Probably more than 100 off that definition. And you have the damage conversion variance. I know. Will there be any changes to the maps in Season 4? Yeah, I mean, we're in the monolith. We're going to be getting Shattered Omens. They're called Omen Windows, which is going to be like a breach mechanic. We're getting Echo Chains. As far as new maps, I don't think so, but we are getting a new end game mechanic. New Woven Echoes. So yes, if you're talking about like a variation of maps, I don't know. We get new maps. Are we getting new maps? Changeable idle layouts. Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, there's stuff in there. Yeah, I was showing everybody earlier. Today, we on actionrpg.com, my website, we got the new designs, which still look like crap, but for the new corrupted altars. So we're working through this right now. It's on Necromancer. Golemmancer. So on the website, we're getting ready for season 4. So we made 44 new banners with the new art for season 4. We went through a full audit, checking everything to make sure it works. This is what we added. We moved blessings into a new section, and now we're adding a new corrupted altar section. This isn't the final product. Obviously, the idol section's way too big, and it's all screwed up. But we got a new section for the corrupted altars coming. And then we've gone in and added FAQs to all 44 builds. So it gives the current corruption range for standard gear. It adds the endgame loot filter and how to import it. And it gives the tier list where it currently sits and a link to the new tier list section. It's like so much work, but like it's starting to come together. Starting to come together. Oh yeah, we're really like full getting ready for season 4. We also added a new section for the tier list right on the homepage. Yeah. I wish every ARPG had COF. Nice. Where's Crossout? You think Crossout should be on the website? PoE is not for everyone. Last Epoch, anyone could play it. That's true. Kurt, what's up? DMF, what up? How's it going? I really wish Mike had told us more about the scale of the new mechanic. Yeah, I think we're so close to hype week that they don't want to, like, you know, they don't want to like, are we really going to spoil it the Friday before hype week? Bro, any news about Frog's Beastmaster build? Oh, we were the first channel to drop a Frog's Beastmaster build. If you're asking, is there any news on like nerfs or buffs? No news. I do miss Diablo 2 games where 7 others running around areas, leveling up type gameplay, sharing gear and stuff, chatting classic times. Yeah, that was great. It was great. There's hypothetically 5 billion different builds. That's true. That is true. Don't nerf the Frogos. I have no idea. The only thing I could say with complete certainty is that this build is getting nerfed. I could say with complete certainty that Reflect Thicket of the Blinding Light is getting nerfed. And anybody that cares about balance or, you know, balancing out builds shouldn't be super surprised by this one. So if they said they were nerfing Reflect, EQ, Cocaine Bear, and Frogs, I wouldn't be that surprised. I wouldn't be that surprised. Nerf the Beastmaster, not the Frogs. The Beastmaster is the damn Frogs. What are you talking about? Warlock and Shaman love when? Of course Reflect is getting nerfed. My Reflect killed Uber Abbey in under 5 seconds. Yeah, it's so broken. Bear with some cubs. That would be fun. Blinding Light really was too powerful. I know. Some people get so upset. So, I mean, I really mean this. I'm always like, guys, come on. It's a game. They're doing their best. Like, why do they nerf the Reflect build? Why not just bring every build up to Reflex level and then allow the damage numbers to put a T on it? I was like, that is the worst possible idea. Like, no. The outlier builds, you have to bring them down. You don't want to just, okay, bring everything to 1500 corruption, give enemies 200% more life, and give the training dummy B's and T's for billions and trillions. It's like, please don't do that. Please. Yeah, actionrpg.com is, yeah, we've been putting in a lot of work. Been putting in a lot of work, but it's looking good. Reflect is OP and you don't do anything. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Yeah, that's a dumb balancing idea. People always say to bring everything else up when it comes to balance. I know. Ellie needs Diablo 4. I remember we watched, what was it? We watched some video from DM. It was on Diablo. I'm going to butcher what he said. But he's like, this build in Diablo 4 is hitting for 300 million trillion. I was like, wait, like, he said it and my brain, like, struggled to, like, wait. It's hitting for, like, 300 million trillion or something. And then it hit infinite. There's a damage number calculator in Diablo, like, where you get the infinite symbol. Or quintillion. Something like insanity. Quintillion. Oh my gosh. Is there a build with laser beam skills for Mage? I used to have a Righteous Fire Rune Master that uses Disintegrate. During Season 3, we upped the quality of all the builds, and they had to hit a certain threshold. And it was right on the cusp, but I ended up axing it for now. So, no, I currently do not have anything for that. But I'm hoping to bring it back with the upgrade to Fire Aura for Season 4. Just got to take time to get it. Yeah, quintillion. They said I hope they don't Chris Wilson nerf Reflect. It's a good one-button build for sore wrists. Oh, for sure. Me, Mung, and Raven have been playing and posting Reflect builds before the Reflect chest existed. I have had a Reflect build on actionrpg.com before the chest existed. Or you actually had to get hit to Reflect. Like a real Thorns build. Holy hell. LE 2 days in a row. I love my life. You're feeling good now? Now you're happy? Wait a second. What did I just miss? Torres has gifted 50. What? Torres has gifted 50 YouTube memberships to the channel. 50. Guys, I was like, what? Just so you're aware, this is what I saw on my screen. On my chat. Crazy. I was like, wait, what? Thank you, sir, for the 50 drop. Thank you. Rax quit YouTube. I don't even know what. Wait, what? Dude, that is very, very kind. Thank you so much. Bamster, you got one of the gifted ones. That is very, very kind of you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Yeah, we're getting ready, West. Yay, I'm now a member. I should move to YouTube. What do you... Shather. Oh, did Rax get one? Wait, what do you... I don't... Somebody said Rax quit YouTube. I'm like, what are you talking about? That is very hard to believe. Oh, he quit streaming on YouTube. So, there's a real interesting... What's the word to say? Case study. It's a really weird case study with streaming to YouTube. A large majority of people, a large majority of content creators do feel that streaming to YouTube is a net negative. So when they look at their numbers, they lose more followers, subscribers streaming to YouTube than not streaming to YouTube. It also splits their community. So as far as like getting sponsorships and stuff, streaming on multiple platforms brings down the numbers of one potential platform. So it's all around. You lose followers and it drops your numbers for where you get paid. So I do understand kind of the case study behind it. Personally, for me, I like being able to stream to YouTube and have the VODs stored and posted there. There's also a lot of people that don't like interacting with Twitch. So I don't want those people to not have an ability to watch. But when people say I've stopped streaming to YouTube, I do understand why they make that decision. If that makes sense. I'm glad you're doing some stuff for Sorcerer. I'll definitely using the double black hole. That's right. All right, Bamster, have a good one. Torres, again, thanks for the 50. I always feel like YouTube struggles and breaks too. The chat breaks. You're normally the YouTube stream is fine, but the chat does break on my multi-stream. Also, almost every stream I get hit with some kind of copyright strike. Hey, when we watched that Game Awards or that game showcase thing, I got hit for 9 copyright strikes on YouTube. And when I say there's like multiple levels of copyright strikes, so not like channel affected. So a channel affected copyright strike is bad. A non-channel affected copyright strike means the video can't be monetized, or the developer basically takes your monetization. So the video's monetization no longer goes to me, it goes to the person's music that it has. I got hit with 9 independent copyright strikes for watching that stupid gaming thing. 9. Oh man, I knew it was gonna be bad because indie games normally don't. So a AAA game, when you watch its trailer, you're normally fine. They put something in the trailer that allows the music to be played and shared. I don't know how they do it. Don't ask me. But like, yeah, when you watch a AAA trailer, you almost never get hit with a copyright strike because they want you to watch it. But the smaller indie studios, they don't do whatever that trick is. So you always get pummeled. I'll stop watching stupid Game Awards things and play LE. We were playing D4 during that. Is that better? On YouTube, I don't get as many ads. I hate Twitch. It's so bloated. You can get Twitch sub for subathons. Anything else, my PC hates you. I found so many games on that stream. True. True. Last Epoch question. Is cooldown recovery speed the same as cooldown reduction? No, I think one's multiplicative and one's additive. Something like that. Bamster! So what the copyright... Okay, so this is what the studio does. So... No, it's like efficiency nodes in LE. There you go. Yeah. So... The indie studio will purchase a license. So this is what happens. The indie studio purchases a license to use that song in their trailer. So they can freely post the video and let everybody listen to it. But when I react to that video, I don't have the purchased license to the trailer, which automatically triggers a copyright strike. AAA studios, I don't know how they do something, but that never happens. They probably pay for gold license. Maybe. Maybe. It has to do with use rights specifically, whether those use rights allowed for redistribution. I think I'm not a lawyer. Probably just a different license. This is probably naive to say, but I wonder if AAA studios licenses are extended to streamers who watch it. I'd be shocked if that was the case. Also, sometimes the AAA studios will alter the music a little bit. I don't know if anybody's heard that. Like, you know, they'll take a classic song, but, you know, reimagine it or whatever, remix it so that it technically doesn't trigger like the original does. So they buy the ability to alter the music, and then obviously it doesn't get hit or with it. Either way, we got hit with 9. I was dying laughing. 9. I was like, oh, I don't think we've had 9 before. I had a lot. It must have a 40% difference to not be counted as the same song and bypass copyright laws. I see. How do you have 3 golems? What an excellent question. What an excellent question. In the game titled Last Epoch, there's a semi-terrible item called Aaron's Will. Now, I don't know the idiot that made this item, but what it does, it allows you to have maximum golems based upon how many maximum skeletons you have. And if you use Aaron's Will, made by the content creator Aaron Action RPG, he's not important, it allows you to have up to 4 fully non-nerfed golems. You can have up to 4. Yeah, that guy's really self-indulgent. Oh, come on! Who is this guy? He's feeding his ego. No, no, no. And it gives access to the streamer dev client. No. Very cool item, in my opinion. Yeah, this unlocks Golemmancer. This unlocks Golemmancer. Paid item? Nope. Nope. Not a paid item. This was gifted to me by 11th Hour Games. All right. No one thinks it's cool. What? Yeah, you could have 4 full-size golems. I know. I don't know why I'm excited for Necromancer. I keep looking at different things, like Fire Necro. Like, what if we go full golem, 4 full-size golems, and we go max out all the damage over time fire nodes, and then we use the new boots that transfer Aura of Decay into fire, and we go 4 full-size, fully juiced fire golems. We could then take Skeleton Mage and take Archmage with fire, and we'd have like a 4 horseman build. Huh? Need more zombies? Oh, brother. We could do that too. You could take giant zombies, or you could only cast 1 of them. No, that doesn't count. I was looking at stuff. That doesn't count. Got him, guys. I play Golemmancer every season. That doesn't. What are we at? 731. Guys, that doesn't count. Actually, I have no idea what I'm talking about. I don't know what game I'm thinking of that had red numbers as basic damage. What? It says +1 golems, but you said 4 golems. Okay, good question. Good question. Sorry, we're all just kind of joking around. The way my item works is +1 maximum bone golems per 4 maximum skeletons. So the way it works is how many skeletons you can make. So for example, you can make 3 just for having this. You could always make 3 by default. And then if you become a Necromancer, you can make 4. And then you could come here, 5, 6, 7, 8. So since I have +8 to maximum skeletons, 1 golem, 2 golems, 3 golems. It unlocks 3. Now, if you want 4 golems, you then actually spec into summon skeleton, and you get 1, 2, 3. That puts you to 11, but you still need 1 more. You still need 1 more. Which I don't have an example of. There is a node, so this is where it gets hard. For your last +1 to skeletons, there's a node on body armor that says +1 to maximum skeleton. You need to slam that onto your Aaron's Will to get +1. So if you have a +1 to maximum skeleton on your Aaron's Will, spec'd into Necromancer with 2 hollow fingers, spec'd into skeletons, you can have 4 non-nerfed full-size golems. Normally, people don't take the 4th because you literally have to give up a skill, which is crazy, and you have to get the affix slam. But it is possible. It is possible. It is possible. And there's a T-Rex, buddy. So I guess technically you could have 1 Archmage, 4 Golems, T-Rex, A-Bomb, or you can go big zombies. You can only make 1 zombie. That'd be cool if there was a way to like make zombie a permanent skill. That'd be fun. But then it would just be a double shade single minion piece of crap. Anyways, yeah, that's how it works. Bummer. Zombies are for kamikazes. I know. I know. Yeah, right now I'm on Golemmancer V13. Aaron, did you warn everybody about Founders Pack 4? No. Dragonkin the Banish for free. If you own the game, go get Founders Pack 4. Is this build going to be on your website? Okay, guys, you're going to think I paid Carol. What a great question. If you go to actionrpg.com and you click on Last Epoch, and then you click on Acolyte, and then you click on Necromancer, you'll see Golemmancer right here. There's a lot of paid chatters today. I didn't pay anyone. You have all the gear. You have the ambitious gear section. Skills. All right here. Passives. Idols and blessings. Right now, the Last Epoch build sections are under construction because we are adding the new corrupted altars to them. So it's still functional. You could see the idols and the videos down here. But these sections are currently getting changed. There used to be blessings here, so we moved the blessings into a new section. And then we're adding the new corrupted altars for all 44 builds. But yeah. Golemmancer is there. No way, it's on your website. What? Oh, I don't believe it. Guys. You guys believe me, right? I can confirm Aaron doesn't pay humans. Oh, come on. Is this a good build for starting the season with? I mean, I'm starting the season Necromancer. Nice ad. I am not starting the season Golemmancer because I've played it so much. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's one of my funnest builds. Only bots. The website's not called Only Bots. Granted, that's probably already taken. Let's be honest. Right now, there's a website called Only Bots. Void squirrels! We got more minions! Fight them! Hey, fight them! Get them! Leveling with Holy Aura until the minions switch? No. No. I'll level with minions. I don't like... I know. I'm not a big, like... leveling time optimization person. I cannot tell you how much I dislike the... Oh, you level as a Forge Guard. Now you hit this level. Now you spec out a Forge Guard into Paladin and redo your whole build. I cannot tell you how much I dislike that. It makes me feel sick to my stomach. Last season, I had so many people come to my stream, and I really mean it. I'm not being facetious. Aaron, I don't know what to do. I hit level 70, and now I'm supposed to spec into my actual build, and I don't have any gold. Or I don't, like, I don't know. How does that work? And I'm just like, it's got to be the worst new player experience ever, dude. Anyways, the point I'm trying to make is that if I'm playing a minion build for endgame, I'm going to level with the minion build. I'm going to play it start to finish. That's all I'm trying to say. I feel like sometimes we like optimize the fun out of the games. Even better in PoE, you play the meta build to farm enough currency before the inflation so you can play your actual build. Yes, that is another great example. Sooner, thanks for the Prime sub. Thank you. Yeah, yesterday I was just messing around. We leveled with skeleton archers. Golem. Zombies? I don't know, something like that. Just spamming minions. We got through the campaign in 5 hours. I know it's not very fast, but I was also watching the dev stream and hanging out with chat. Luckily, I've got a couple of days of subathon, so I don't really need to rush, for the season start. Maybe. Couple of weeks. Maybe a couple of weeks. Yeah, right now we're at 730 corruption on Golemmancer. Yeah, Aaron, for the 4 horseman build, you'd have to do fire golems, fire lich, plague, big zombie. Okay, hold on. So you could go 3 golems, all fire maxed, archmage, fire. That's 4. Dreadshade to buff all 4. Aura of Decay converted to fire for the multiplicative damage. And then for the 5th skill... Transplant? I don't know. You'd need a 5th skill. Fire spit zombies. Shrug. No, no, no. They're all different aspects. Fire, ice, plague. Oh, you want them to be... So for each horseman, it has to be a different ailment? Oh, brother. Oh, T-Rex. T-Rex isn't a skill, though. Yeah. T-Rex. Now we're at 5 horsemen. Okay, you know what we could do? You could go Archmage, 4 golems by taking skeletons with T-Rex. So it'd be Archmage, 4 full-size golems, T-Rex, Dreadshade, Aura of Decay. It'd probably make more sense to take like A-Bomb. I hate Abomination, though. I almost refuse in all instances to play that skill. Everyone knows the 5 horsemen. I guess it'd be 6 horsemen. Maybe. How's the game been since post Tencent or whoever? It's been the same. Actually, it's been better because the game hasn't shut down. So in that regards, it's been better because it's funded for the future. What about Plague Wraiths? I hate the setup of A-Bomb. All right, put all the minions on your bar. Make all the minions. Eat all the minions. Switch back to the skills you're actually going to use. Oh my gosh. I don't care how strong it is. I just, every time I play A-Bomb, I just like my eyes, I can't keep them open. People were dooming and glooming hard on the acquisition. I've never understood that. Tencent fully acquired Grinding Gear Games. And I guess people cared when that happened, but, you know, nobody's like, I won't play Path of Exile because of Tencent. Like, you literally never hear that. My favorite one is, well, Tencent's better than Krafton. I'm like, all right, I'm officially in the Twilight Zone or something. You're defending Tencent? Like, how? Someone help me. Mikey, what's up? Mikey, we're not talking about subathons, okay? Boycotting Tencent is the same as quitting gaming. That's a good way of looking at it. Do you think any poison build could actually be viable in the future? I just played a poison build. It's very strong. Just very recently. It is Poison Rogues Necromancer. Very strong. Very strong. Like 1,000 corruption strong for a minion build. It uses skeleton rogues. And skeleton rogues and skeletons in general are getting a decent sized buff. So individual operator, which is this node right here, is getting redone. And skeletons in general are getting a buff. So we're going to have to test this out. But yeah, it's a full poison build. Full poison. Poison skeleton rogues. Yeah, defending Tencent but hating Krafton's pretty wild. Not really. Krafton really effed up in comparison, bro. I mean, again, this is a very kind of silly argument, right? I mean, if you just want to, like, for example, last Epoch got dragged because of Krafton's announcement for an AI first company, and Tencent literally went on record talking about how they are actively using AI, and AI in their company is why they attributed to like a $4 billion profit. Tencent is literally investing billions and billions and billions into AI that is actively used throughout their entire company. And it's like, yeah, but that, you know, that's fine. You know, that's okay. And no big deal. I hope Spellblade gets a cooler VFX and animations down the line. I just mean the Subnautica stuff. Yeah, the Subnautica stuff's weird, but there's also a ton of research on that. I don't know if you've watched Bellular News' video on the Subnautica stuff where he breaks down the two different sides of the story. We had already beaten that Echo. That didn't count. I wasn't paying attention. A lot of interesting stuff on that. Tencent is also the second largest owner of Krafton. That's also true. That is also true. They're one and the same. But, again, this is like such a dumb argument. Like, yeah, the point is just one is fine, the other isn't. All that matters in the gaming industry is that Valve keeps winning the legal battles. Valve needs to keep winning. Why did you pick Aura of Decay over Dreadshade? Oh, what if I told you? You ready for this? I went Aura of Decay and Dreadshade. Huh? You see that? We call it the double whammy. It's not called the double whammy. I just made that up. Okay, don't quote that. Okay, people will think you're insane. Aura of Decay gives us 70% multiplicative damage to my minions. It also reduces physical resistance for the enemy. So it does kind of put me in range of attacks when I'm not paying attention. Naked, that was a good one. But, yeah, it super boosts the minions. You know what I mean? KK. Hype week in. Hype week in. 2 days. Monday. Hype week. How the hell am I going to balance all this? I've got hype week. So Monday, everybody. You ready for this? Monday. Last Epoch hype week day 1. Dragonkin the Banished 1.0 launch. And I have an evening flight to Las Vegas. It's like barely... What? So what? You're trying to say you're busy? That's like nothing. And Wicked soon. Bro, if Wicked drop patch 1 on Monday, I mean, you're probably right. That's what's going to happen. Might as well. Barely? You know what I might have to do, guys? A live recording for Last Epoch's Hype Week Day 1. I'm just kidding. I ain't doing a live. I'd rather not even cover it than do that. Yes, you are. No, I'm not. I hate live recordings. Wicked looked a little too slow-paced for me, so I never tried it. I need to watch more gameplay and vibe it out more. I want to try Dragonkin since I saw your videos, but I think I'd rather play the new season of Lost Ark. Live recordings, yes, please. Wait, Wicked going 1.0 Monday? No! They have patch 1 coming out, and we don't know the date. It just, Thomas said very, very soon and in March. So we just guessed that it's on March 26th. I'm just kidding. It's not on March 26th. I'll freak out if that's the case. Can't be on March 26th. Doesn't Hype Week start on Thursday? Okay, let me break it down for everybody. First off, an ARPG that I support titled Dragonkin the Banished drops 1.0 on Monday the 16th. Okay? 1.0 for Dragonkin is this Monday. Thomas Mahler, CEO and game director for Moon Studios' No Rest for the Wicked, on a Discord Q&A, said that patch 1, not 1.0, patch 1, kind of the wrap-up patch for No Rest for the Wicked, is dropping very soon, and it will be coming in March, but we don't have a date yet. And that is going to introduce all the game balancing, bug fixing, and the comfort system. Last Epoch starts Hype Week this Monday. You'll have a Hype Week post Monday, Hype Week post Tuesday, Hype Week post Wednesday, Hype Week post Thursday, and then on Friday, all the builders will have the new builders out. We'll have Judd's 20-minute video, and we'll have the patch notes. That is on Friday. And then senior developer, co-founder VHG Mike, will have the Friday dev stream to cover any questions from said patch notes. That's next week. Now, the 19th, March 19th, is my birthday. It's Thursday. So it's just the worst timing. But so Monday evening, I fly to Las Vegas with my friends, and I'm there Monday night, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I'm home early Thursday morning. So I got to figure out how to... It's just too much. What's up, Guilty? How's it going, sir? Staying where? I'll be at the Palazzo. It's Enrique Palazzo. Did you get down from the roof? That's very funny. I see what you did there. Naked gun. Very good, log out. I didn't think anyone would get that one. You can play Ellie on Steam Deck in your flight. That doesn't help me cover the Hype Week posts. And I don't have a Steam Deck. Log out macro. What if I told you that the actor that said that quote, it's Enrique Palazzo, is the bad guy from Pee-wee's Big Adventure? Bet you didn't know that. Log out. Large Marge. Here we go. Now I got to list. Now, guys, we're not talking about Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Most of you haven't even seen it. Large Marge. Okay. I know patch notes aren't out yet. Has anybody else figured out what they want their season starter build to be? Is there anybody that's like, oh, I'm going Rogue, Bladestorm, Rogue, Shadowrend, Squirrels, Warlock? Any idea on Warlock? What are you thinking? I have 2 or 3 definite league starters. Well, which one are you leaning towards? If the season dropped today, no patch notes, what's your league starter? You just had to go off what you know right now. Golemmancer? Get your tail out of my face. Look at this, T-Rex. Oh, brother. They just want to protect me so much. so much, QB1. I can't even see my character. Look. Oh, brother. A Fisher starter. Smite a Din or Bamster Storm Totem. Too many ARPGs to play, not enough time. Probably Bleed Blood Spectre Auto Bomber. Dude, I love Bleed Spectre. That's what I was talking about. Sacrifice. QB1, what's up, brother? How's your day going? Hey, Junkie, what is your stream schedule? It's like, do you stream multiple times a day? I was just looking at Twitch last night and I was like, wait, Junkie is streaming or something like that. Let me get you a shout out. Guys, if you don't know QB1, great creator in the last Epoch space. Give him a like, share, follow, sub, you know, all those buttons. Living the dream, brother. Early morning until dinner time. We should get QB1 on the website. Hey, Junkie, do you have any build guides you have made specifically? We should get Junkie on the website. Get him on the team section right next to Babbling, Cursed, Pixel. Whatever comes together. That's not a good answer. You can at least make something up. I've used this site since it was only Aaron's build. Dude, we're up to 44 builds and I think 5 LE creators. He plays hardcore and he never finishes his build. Don't tell him that. If I can contribute in some way, I'd be happy to, but not sure about that way. Hey, Junkie, what about this? If you play a lot of hardcore builds and you never, like, finish the build, that means you're probably pretty good at leveling. What about, like, a leveling guide? I just need, you got to have post something for me to, like, have you on the team section. It's a shame, but it's true. No, come on. Instead of, imagine just playing the game instead of min-maxing before launch in 2026. Baron. First off, your name sounds like Aaron. It's in it. So right off the bat, you have instant respect. Okay. 2, I agree. Aaron, I saw a clip of an interview, John, today, where he said that his role in the Office Space was basically all improv. They had a rough cut idea of the Bobs, but let the actors kind of take it from there. And they basically filmed all those parts in 3 days. I thought it was very interesting. That is interesting. Bob. Samir, Naga. Well, not gonna work here anymore. We watched Office Space for movie night. What do you think about Warlock with Flame Whip unique? Yeah. I mean, again, I just hate being like, I swear I'm turning into this person as like a way to promote, I guess. On my website, actionrpg.com, Pixel Aptitude has an awesome Flame Whip build right here that he just recently updated. So Pixel, wait, there it is. You got the guide, you got all the gear, and his video. So Pixel's got, I think it's 1,000 corruption build. Yeah, it's 1,000 corruption build for Flame Whip using the Spine Sword. Let me look at what's there as examples and think on it. Kicking assets. Lent season, let's go. Let's do it. Junkie, if there's a role that you think you'd fit well in, for my last Epoch section. I'd love to bring you on board. That would be great. I appreciate you as a creator and a streamer. Consider you a friend. Yeah, I feel like that'd be awesome. Add you to the team section, so all your socials would be here. And then when you're live, it would show it at the top, so people can directly click on it. Yeah, it'd be awesome. That would be awesome. Read my message. What does VC got? Let's see. Okay. There was also new info regarding Crafton of how the CEO tried to weasel out of the Subnautica 2 deal by asking ChatGPT if there was a way. They also have a company of going back and forth on accusations and making the judge of lawyers confused. It was long before the Bellular video. Also, they don't know how to make good business decisions in gaming, and all the games that were hands-on with them, Subnautica 2, Terra 2, got ruined by them. VC, I am not defending Crafton Entertainment. The conversation we were having is, how do you say Crafton's bad, but Tencent good? That was ultimately what we were talking about. Is Tencent is now universally accepted, where Crafton is now universally bad, which seems like we're in like an alternate world. That's what we were talking about. Thank you, brother. Of course. Also, didn't Crafton report like 4 billion in profit last year, which just goes to show that they're running a profitable company or something? I don't know. I feel like sometimes us as a community like watch a video and like we think we're the like we don't know anything. We literally don't know crap. That's coming as a content creator, you know? I don't know. I honestly just don't. I don't care enough. Clip that. Be careful. Some people don't like facts. I'm just saying in general, like, I have a wife and 4 kids. Half the time I just don't. Someone will be like, dude, did you see this? I'll be like, no. And I don't like. And just, again, in case anybody just joined the conversation, we're not defending Crafton's actions. We were just simply comparing them to Tencent. That's all. I feel like I'm in an alternative reality every week. Maybe you are, bro. That's the thing, you know? Maybe you're in an alien ship right now. I don't think you are, but it's possible. Is that possible? Oh boy, wifey forgot his pills again. I wish they'd let me off the ship or at least unplug me. Oh gosh. What? Maybe this is all simulation. Maybe we're all a part of someone else's video game. I mean, it's totally possible. I did die once. I'm actually not sure if I'm awake. Okay, I didn't have this conversation on my bingo card today. Somebody help me out here. Change the subject. Weekend streams are always nuts. Well, everybody's been drinking all day. So, I mean, what am I... You know... How about we talk about the Void Portal? Yeah, that's great. That's a good segue. Why don't we talk about the theme of Season 4? I don't know if I'm ever going to forget this. I was talking to my wife about it this morning. I cannot get over this. The theme of Season 4. So funny. No, Cajun. Cajun, I'm not going to steal your points because you can't even see it with all my minions. I've only had 6 drinks. Don't judge. Let's not go down that rabbit hole. JWST can't see anything else in the cosmos, and what we have mapped looks eerily like a video game. Uh-oh. Hey, I'm not drunk. Just stoned. Just buzzed. What's the season? What's a season forge? Okay. For the last couple weeks, we've been asking EHG, what is the seasonal theme? I took my hands off the keyboard. Anyways, we've asked what's the seasonal theme. We already finished the Echo anyways. And, you know, like, hey, season 2 was about tombs, cemeteries, weaver, you know, spiders, webs. Season 3, ancient era, dinosaurs, you know, dinos. So what would you say season 4's theme is? They can't. It's a really hard question. That's what they said. They said it's a really hard question. And they can't really answer it. It's like, what? That's not a good answer. That's not a good answer. My life is complete. I participated in getting Aaron killed. Great. The theme is corrupted reflections. Not a good answer. It was a terrible answer. well, season of stuff and things. Well, the first answer was it's the season of awesome. So it's the season of awesome because there was no answer, right? And then the second time the answer was it's the season of corruption. So that's what the season of corruption. I don't know. The theme being awesome is a pretty great answer. That is a pretty good answer. That is a pretty good answer. Season of awesome. I'm not a bully, Guilty. What are you talking about? We're just chatting. Guilty. Guilty? I believe they had no answer as well. Well, they... You know, it's not easy to come up with a 7-month season theme. It takes time to think of those things. You guys know what I mean. Well, hello, Aaron. Happy not streaming Saturday. I got to break up your guys' stream streaks. They're getting too ridiculous. So I thought if I streamed on Saturday, people wouldn't notice, and then you guys would lose your stream streaks. It's a strategy. Keep us on our toes. Exactly. See? That is so rude. It's not rude. I lost mine when I went to my brother's wedding. It didn't work. Hey, hey, hey. Burn Division Gaming, you're on the wrong thing. You're only allowed to chat on Kick. Everybody knows that. $750 corruption Golemmancer. Hey, hey. Burn Division, what's going to be your season start? Let's hear it. The season dropped today. What are you playing? Just throwing a 5-minute test stream at night should work. Dragonkin? All right, good job, Burn Division. You're back to where you should be. Rogue something? We normally do a 30-minute test stream before I go to bed, night before subathon. So that would be, what, 11 days from now, something like that? Just to make sure fence cam, audio, everything's looking good. So maybe I can kill some stream streaks then. Not that I'm intentionally doing it. That's just a testing day. I don't even know. I didn't even play last season. Oh, brother. A quick test walk to the fence. Good thing my notifications are on point. I would love a lore-accurate RNG ARPG set in D&D. Go back to Dragonkin then at 6 a.m. Dragonkin, 2 days away. Guilty's all excited for Dragonkin. He loves that lore stuff. It's the whole campaign dropping. Oh, I never asked the devs, what is the secret thing? Trying to get me killed. They're probably asleep. Wait. Yeah, they're probably asleep. All right, I asked the Dragonkin devs. Maybe I'll have an answer for everyone tomorrow. Dragonkin 1.0's on Monday. And when they came on the stream a couple weeks ago, they said there's one secret surprise that has not been disclosed yet for 1.0. Now, since then, they've announced like Twitch drops. Is that the only thing they've announced? They put out some trailers. But I don't think they've... Unless Twitch drops is the secret thing. But I asked them what it is. Small discount. They already announced that. And they did say it is not a surprise class. Because they're like, dude, what if they're shadow dropping like a new class? They said, no, no, no. It's not a new class. I wish they didn't have to compete with Crimson Desert. I know. I know. And I gave them that feedback, and we talked about that during the chat. Like them launching Dragonkin mid-March and them dropping Dragonkin mid-April would be... Ugh. That 30-day delay would be... monumental. It's because April 28th we have D4 expansion, and there's no PoE 1 LED. There's nothing mid-April, I think, or even early April. Just last Epoch. Do you know which days you're going to stream Dragonkin since you'll be on your Vegas trip? I'm going to stream it on Monday. So I'm for sure going to stream it on Monday. I think I'll stream it Monday, and then probably the day I get back Thursday, check in and see how everything's going. I like Dragonkin. Yeah, I'll give him a couple streams for sure. There's no last Epoch. There's only Zool. I'm playing Dragonkin right now. Well, really? Yeah, Dragonkin, in my opinion, is the current most underrated ARPG on the market. As far as quality of game to nobody has heard of it, it's #1. T7 Frenzy Totem. PC load letter, exactly. How quickly Aaron forgets about Dwarven Realms. More people know about Dwarven Realms than Dragonkin. And Dwarven Realms is not a true Diablo-like, Exile-like ARPG. And Dwarven Realms has been out forever. When I started playing it, it was on season, I don't know, 20 or something. I'll be playing D4 till Ellie. No time for Dragonkin. What? How many days? What is it? 4 days? Guys, for the people right now, playing Diablo 4, do you guys feel like this season is going to hold your attention? Honest. Season 12, D4. What season? No. I'm already bored. I'm level 45. 1 week. It's a mini season. Almost done, I think. I quit before T3 of D4. Already lost attention. Didn't even try the Diablo dungeon. I haven't played since 1.0 and still bored. I'm back to PoE 1. Hold on a second. Kicking assets. You went PoE 1 Mirage, left PoE 1 Mirage to play D4 Season of Slaughter, left Season of Slaughter, and you went back to PoE Mirage. Is that true? I skipped D4 this season. I'm waiting for the expansion. D4's big problem isn't the season. The classes are also boring. That's true. I played a few hours. Will likely go back at some point to complete the season journey. But I went back to Dragonkin. No, sir. Ellie is what I'm waiting for. What is this D4 you talk about? Oh, brother. I do it every league. Well, that's because they launch so close together, you can. Crimson Desert is a spicy price tag, 70 bucks. I know. That it is. That it is. I have already told the community I will spend more time in the Diablo 4 expansion. Like, I'm really going to give it its due diligence. I'll play a character all the way till end game, like I did with Paladin, and see what the expansion is really all about. So, but yeah, Season 12, we literally played it for 2 full streams. And yeah, I don't know. Again, Diablo 4 is the only game that I have more fun leveling than end game. So the second it's like pit grinding, nightmare dungeon grinding, it's like, I don't know if I want to level all my glyphs and do all. I don't know if I want to check all the boxes this time. I had fun being the butcher. We did like 20 butcher runs. It was fun for what it was. Yeah, it was fine. Damn, laser 41. Deaded. Aaron, what are you most excited about for patch 1 of Wicked? Oh, come on. That's so easy. That's so easy. I am very excited about making a build guide for my house. Mark, get out of here. Okay, yes. Of course I'm excited about the comfort system, but I also want to see the balance update. The way that they are communicating the balance updates makes me think they're going to go in and be like, this game is not a Diablo-like. It is not an Exile-like. This is not a you run around one-shotting every mob. We want combat to be meaningful. And if they I mean, a lot of people say that, but if the wicked devs at Moon Studios truly believe that, this patch 1 is also supposed to be the balance patch. They are going to go in and, I mean, murder these builds. Not like, oh, we're going to reel them in 5-10%. They're going to go in and just basically make them not possible, is what my guess is. So we'll see. Yeah, they are going to murder so many builds. I know. Which build are you playing? I'm playing Golemmancer version 12. Actually, version 13. 750 corruption. Necromancer for Ellie. So I'm very curious about their what they're going to be doing from a balance perspective, and then I'm excited to make a build guide for my house to answer your question. I'm guarded with Diablo only because Blizzard is and always will be evil at its core. Always the hungry-looking goblin locking eyes on the giant of your money and nothing else. And you feel that Blizzard's greed as a corporation is more greedy than other corporations that own video games. Whoa, is that a T-Rex? Maybe. We have 3 golems, 5 death knights, 2 wraiths, and a T-Rex. $60 horses. Yeah, this is Golemmancer version 13. What does that come from? The new relic, Tyrant's Skull. Gives you a T-Rex friend. Yes, I do think that, Aaron. Some corporations still have a little humanity left, not Blizzard. Yeah, if you're looking for this build, you can head to actionrpg.com, my website. It's under Necromancer. Necromancer. I love Blizzard. I get all my milk from them. Oh my gosh. Yeah, if you guys want to see it, I've been really working on walking simulators because everybody likes walking simulators. Everybody knows that. So, this is a no hands. What is your season start? I hope it's not a minion build. Okay, first off, I don't just sit around playing minion builds all day, okay? So this isn't just me playing a minion build. Now, I'm gonna attempt to see if I mean, I'm gonna play a Necromancer for my sure you don't, minion boy. I think I'm gonna season start Necromancer. But if it makes you feel any better, my Necromancer build, we built the build planner today together. It's a new Necromancer build. So since it's new, it doesn't count because it's different. Uh-huh. Yes, that's what I mean. A new minion build. Yes. Do you only prefer playing Necromancer in Last Epoch or other ARPGs too? No, I like it in PoE 1 and 2. Granted, in PoE 2, I play Infernalist. Okay. For anybody that cares, what we are working on right now, and this is subject to change, is Hungering Souls, okay? Let me do my best to explain. Right now, in Last Epoch, there is a node called Death Blossom. Death Knights cast Hungering Souls with additional projectiles. Hungering Souls has an 8-second cooldown when cast by your Death Knights. Now, this 8-second cooldown is moving to 6 seconds with the new update. And then with this node, you could bring it down 100%. So that 6 seconds goes to 3 seconds. And then with their idols, you can get an additional 92% cooldown for minion recovery. So ultimately, if you are min-maxed and geared correctly, your Death Knights will be shooting Necrotic Mortars and Hungering Souls every 1 to 1.5 seconds. Basically every 1.5 seconds. So your melee Death Knights basically become casters. Now, why nobody does this now is because Death Blossom is effing terrible. It is horrible. Why is it horrible? Because in its current iteration, Death Knights don't use the Hungering Souls skill tree. It uses a generic Hungering Souls. Come Season 4, your Skeleton Mages transformed into Death Knights shooting Hungering Souls will use your Hungering Souls skill tree, and it will transform Hungering Souls into a minion tagged skill. This would be the same example if you were playing Beastmaster Summon Bear, and your bear can use Earthquake. It turns the Earthquake into a minion skill. It operates the exact same way. So what that means is that it combines these two skill trees into one skill tree, taking all the multiplicative damage, base, increased damage into one. So what we're going to be doing is playing Skeleton Mages, shooting Hungering Souls. Hungering Souls are triggering minion ability, and then we're taking the Hungering Souls tree. And in here, you have an additional 200% multiplicative damage, an extra 15% base crit, 60% multiplier, another 60% multiplicative damage based upon how many minions, base and multiplicative or base damage based upon your mana. So, this is a mana stacking build because you get base damage for Hungering Souls from the Forbidden Pack node here, and you get multiplicative damage from Skeleton Mages from the Forbidden Arcana node here. So that's why these two are put together. Dreadshade super boosts this. Golems for defense using Aaron's Will. We will have 2 of them. And then the 5th skill is undecided. For now, I've got zombies, but this also could be Chaos Bolts. Chaos Bolts would add 50 base spell damage. To put all this together, we are using an item that has never been used in the history of the game. This is the Blight Two-Handed Staff. The reason why I am using this is it gives 2 to skills, up to 170 increased, but more importantly, +2 to Skeleton Mages. So this allows us to have not 5 Skeleton Mages, but 7. So we would have 7 Death Knights, and those 7 Death Knights would be casting Hungering Souls every 1.5 second and Mortars every 1.5 second. And they should be like super souls. They should be like crazy, crazy souls. And again, this needs to be tested because right now it's all just theory crafted because I can't actually play it. But this is my current plan. So this would be the new Death Blossom Necromancer for Last Epoch Season 4. It is my current season starter. and we put together the build planner today. Now, the stuff that I can't test is there's 2 ways of playing Hungering Souls. You could play it as the nuke version, where you get 1 big soul, which is what I'm doing. And the 1 big soul gets the huge damage boost and the crit boost. Or you could play it the maximum projectiles version. And in that version, you use this staff, where now multiple Hungering Souls shot from the same enemy can hit the same target. So, again, needs to be tested, but either thousands of Hungering Souls hitting enemies or big nukes hitting enemies. Those are the 2 options. But yeah, we built this out today. See, it's new. I used that staff on the Lich Auto Bomber briefly. 5th skill is Undecember. Got a video example? No. My math is telling me a 6-second cooldown minus 100% is 0. I wish that was the case. It cuts it in half, so 6 goes to 3. And then we have another 100%. So yeah, it goes down to 1.5, 2 seconds. But what's interesting is that you could also turn them into fire. So you can go fire Hungering Souls. And we have new boots that could convert Aura of Decay to fire. So you can go Death Knights, shooting fire Hungering Souls with Aura of Decay as fire. That's an option. And in that case, you could put permanent Wraiths that are shooting fire that would synergize. There's actually a lot of stuff to test. But in this version, Dreadshade boosts necrotic. Skeleton mages are physical and necrotic. Mortars are necrotic. You can't convert those. Actually, you could convert them if you went fire, but that wouldn't work in this case. So I'd rather start with the necrotic version and see how that goes. And the Whispering Primordial, I don't know. Right now, I've just got T-Rex on there. T-Rex is so good for minion builds, just simply because it's another minion. It frenzies all of your minions, and you get all the boosted stuff from endurance and your attributes. But, yeah. Having Hungering Soul scale off Death Knights might change my leveling setup slightly, since I have to specialize in Hungering. Yeah, yesterday when we did the full run of the campaign, I went Skeletons, Golems, Mages, Hungering Souls. But technically, you could go Hungering Souls early and start leveling it, taking all minion damage, and then right when you get your mastery, Mages take souls, and then you just run around and they kill everything. Yeah, for sure. That is a strategy. For sure. For sure. That's how I would do it. Well, if Monkey would do it that way, then that's all, you know. What else is there? Everybody knows that. It should be fun. Either way, it's something new. I love Necromancer. Yeah, I think it'll be fun. I hope it's fun. And we built out the whole damn thing today. I wonder if you can do large fire souls from your Death Knights. You can. You can. Yep. Yep. Whatever your tree is, it will transfer to them. You could do large fire. Again, I've thought of that. So you can go Death Knights shooting fire souls, still go Dreadshade, use the new boots to transfer Aura of Decay into fire to boost the multiplicative damage for your Hungering Souls. Then you could go permanent Wraiths or spammable fire Wraiths, which are shooting, because obviously they spec with fire and spell. So fire and spell, fire and spell, fire and spell, Dreadshade, and you get a free spell spell. You can go golems. You can go zombies. Go chaos bolts. Yes, that is possible. I can't wait to test it all out. I know, Monkey. I'm a little nervous that the subathon only going a couple of days. I don't know if I'm going to have enough time to test everything, you know? But right now I have it set up as 2 golems. I was like, okay. We could go Pale Ox for the damage reduction. Obviously a great option. Aaron's Will for an extra golem. Low life. Hey, we just found an Aaron's Will. Give me that. See, the game's talking to me. It's saying, use my body armor. Whatever you do, don't. This is the way. Yeah, 79 days, 100 days. Cheater? What do you mean cheater? What? My wife just said, have you told chat you're abandoning them on Monday? I'm not abandoning them. It's Wait, am I? No, I'm not abandoning them. Heavy, don't do that. Yes, you are. He's abandoning us. You're a monster. What? He hates us. No, that's not true. How could you? What? Don't get sad. Death Blossom build is going to be sweet. It has to be sweet. It's a mana stacking build, so it's going to take a while to for sure get it up and running. But I think it's going to be pretty sweet. I think so. Oh, it's going to be fun. That's right. And everyone will be playing freaking Rogue. And we'll be sitting back on Necro. I thought Aaron loved us. Oh, Heavy, it's not like that, dude. I'm trying to balance everything. What did I miss? I went through the whole build planner again, talking about my plan and hoping it comes to fruition. If we could get 1,000 mana as a Necromancer, gosh, that would really be something. Insanity. Quick, everyone roll Necro to inflate the bazaar prices. That's not funny, Fuzzy. That's not funny. That's not funny. Guys, that's not. Don't laugh at that. But we don't play MG. So let me see if I get this straight. People that don't play MG are going to play MG to inflate the bazaar prices for Necro to screw me. So the whole point of the season is that. Oh, that's right. What? That sounds like fun. Yes, that's correct. Correct. Yep. I thought we're on the same team. Like leveling the city in Dragonkin. Guys, I'm just like you. He said he'd go COF now. Ooh, flip it on him and go COF. No, I didn't say that, Cajun. He doesn't believe us. He doesn't even know where the observatory is. Yes, I do. It's where you keep hitting that button looking for ring prophecies. Oh my gosh. That sounds like a lot of fun. I don't know why. It is fun. I didn't mean that. It's fun. It's fun. It's fun. Now, I'm actually super stoked to try that new Necro build. Wait, what? You guys, I didn't... No, wait. Monkey, I didn't... This was a build I was gonna try. I was gonna try it. Monkey. Well, too bad I'm stealing it. Oh, great. So let me see if I get this straight. I make the build, you steal it, and then if it sucks, it's on me. And if it's good, it was on you. Yes. Okay, just making sure. Yep. Never reveal your true league starter. Everybody knows that. Keep it secret, keep it safe. I don't give a crap. I've got this VOD as evidence. Does that... Talking about practice. We need that blurb. Where's Guilty at? We need the Iverson talking about practice blurb. Oh, I stole your VOD too. Season start. There's so much to test with this new node. I like new Necro stuff. We also might have access to Cold Necromancer for this season. You're at the mall. There's malls still opened? What are you getting at the mall? If a peasant can make your streamer client build work, it must be really good. This is... Wife shopping needs? I see. Hey, Fuzzy, do you have any experience with Hungering Souls? Like, actually played it as like a damage over time damage dealer, like caster for Lich? Speaking of borrowing builds, you know that Wraith Lord army build you have back in the day? I made it work up to 1,000 corruption. That's what I like to hear. I tried utilizing it on a Lich with the Death Seal node and the staff. Do you think 7 Death Knights casting singular Hungering Souls with the boosted crit and multiplicative damage would outperform 5 Death Knights, but every Hungering Soul could hit the same target at a negative 60% multiplicative? I can't figure, like, I keep going back and forth which one I think would be better. No, I haven't tried Ash and Steel. Everyone keeps telling me to play it. I went the other way when I tried Hungering, getting as many projectiles as possible to hit the same target. But you went dot, right? Most people don't go crit. You go damage over time, poison, or damned. Memphis, did you try it? What do you think? It's the current #1 game sent to me. T7 int. No. I just went Warlock to be good again. Wait, I just want Warlock to be good again. Feels bad. Warlock's awesome, dude. Most people play Warlock as a main Skill. Hey, class. Yes, dude. What is there? 80% of the community plays Warlock in Diablo 2. In Last Epoch, right? Have you guys seen this game? This is a game that keeps getting sent to me over and over again. Like I have any time to play another freaking game. Better mute the audio before I get hit with a copyright claim. Create iconic builds. For endgame systems. Ash and Rust. 20 bucks. Came out March 13th. Ash and Rust. Is this the one you're talking about? Looks like Darkhaven and Dragonkin had a baby. I see wings. Is this Last Epoch 2, Last Epoch Alpha? 20 bucks. Or camp my statement. Looks like a tech demo. Currently holds a 72% mostly positive on Steam. Single player. I sent you that, yeah. That's a no for me. No co-op. You don't even... Oh, how many friends do you have, Fuzzy? Fuzzy, I don't know why I said that. I'm sorry. I bet you have a lot of friends. I didn't mean that. Cajun, I didn't mean that. You are not a hero. I'm sold. I only need one. Guys, I'm just kidding. Guys. Justice for Fuzzy. Gonna go get murdered in here.